today we're gonna add dodging so we can avoid enemy attacks when we create the AI later. So basically go into animation folder and add the dodging that's in my Discord, just like that, and import all. So I just found these random dodge animations and we are going to actually go into asset actions and edit them, select them all and enable root motion. Save, right click, create animontages. So yeah, animontage. Now let's go into inputs and let's create one. Create dodging. I think I already have that right here, dodge, and right here add dodging, and we're gonna do left control, just like that. In the combat system, let's do, and when it starts, let's play montage. Before that, we need a boolean called can dodge. Right here we're gonna do not boolean, so he's not dodging. If it's true, we should can dodge to true. So his, or actually it's rename it is dodging. That would be more appropriate. And when it completes or interrupts, I don't know, dodging is off. For that, we're gonna add player BP and let's do mesh. We have to get that, plug that in skeleton mesh. And for now, let's do forward, dodge forward. So if we test it out right now, pressing control, you can see we can dodge only in one direction. So now we actually need to get the player's direction so we can switch between the montages and stuff. So go to main player. We're going to create a function called movement direction. Right here we're gonna get query, or actually first we need to add an input called input action. Because for example, if you hold A and dodge, it can go to the right and so on. So input action. This one, the object reference. Query. So there should be keys mapping to action. Query keys mapping to action. Now we're gonna get the player controller. Enhanced input user settings. No. Get enhanced input local player something something, and plug that into a target. Yeah, plug that into the target action should be the input action. This one will be for each loop. Now we're gonna get player controller once again is input key down. This one, and let's have a branch. And now we're gonna add an output called key. The variable should be key. This one, just the key. So we know what key we are pressing and plug the array element inside right there. Now we are gonna go into an event graph, and right here we have to find movement input, right? We have to actually plug in the movement direction. The input will go into the input action, and the key will be promoted into a variable called directional key. Plug that in, plug everything in, so it just chills like that. No care in the world. Go back to your combat system now. Now, what we are going to do, we're gonna check if the player is actually using this input, this controller desired input. We are going to do right here, we're gonna have a sequence. So press S. First one, we're going to montage. Second one, we'll go into a branch right here. So let's make it a little bit better, just like that. Now we are going to get the player, get movement, which be a character movement, get use controller desired rotation, and plug that in. So we're just checking if the player is in targeting or whatever. Now from the player, get directional key, so get key display name, and we are basically, so as this is a string, we are going to do, I think it was switch on string, this one, plug it like that if it's true, and plug this in here. Oh, it's a text. Never mind, it's not a string. And we're gonna add some pins to it. I think it's 4. You can rename it. So, for example, W, S, A, and D. At the default, just couldn't remove that. And to switch them around, we need an enumeration. So we're gonna create a new folder called enums right here, called dodge. We're gonna add 4 enumerations. First one will be forwards, backwards. I think that's how you say. That's how you spell it. Right and left. Now we are going to add a variable called movement or movement direction. That would be more appropriate. So dodge. And for each one, we are gonna basically set these. So you basically grab it out and set them. So W is forwards, S is backwards, A is, I think, right, and of course the D is left. And by default, if everything here is false, right here, it's just gonna go into forward. Now it's pretty simple. How to select the player montages? You just do select and plug in the movement. Get that, plug it in. For example, for the front, let's choose the dodge F, backwards, dodge back, right, dodge right, and dodge left. So now if we test it out, if we, for example, lock onto the target, okay, maybe I kinda misfired with the animations. I guess A is left now and D is right.
Well, no fucking shit.
Oh, it is. Oh. Okay, my bad. I'm dyslexic. So if we lock onto the target, and if we go, for example, A, we dodge A, backwards, front, right, and if we don't target it, we only move forwards where the player is facing. And you can see we don't really take any stamina. I don't like that. So we are gonna start taking some stamina over. So when we, right here, we are going to get the player BP, get stats, AC stat system, decrease stamina. And on right here, when it finishes, we are gonna decrease like 10 or minus 10. I think that's how you write it. But actually, let's put that right here at the start of it. So we will have another check. So we're gonna have a check. And if I'm correct, right here, there's no stamina, so false. Let's check. If it's false, yep. Okay, so it should be just 10, just like that. So now if we play, and if we dodge, you can see we are taking stamina away from our player when we dodge. And for example, if we run out of stamina, you can see I cannot dodge. If I get a little bit, I still cannot dodge. Okay, I broke it. So if it's true, we just set it to dodge off, like that. So now if I decrease it, by running. Now I still can somehow dodge. Okay. So right here on the decreased stamina, I don't know why, but it should be right here on the false true, no stamina. Maybe I missed it. Maybe I'm just stupid. Yeah, so now I cannot dodge. If I regain it, I dodged. You can see now I dodged. So I just regain it and I can dodge again. I don't know why when it's a little bit and when I click on it, it kind of disappears. We can see, and it doesn't dodge. I cannot attack him. Why can I not attack him? What's happening? Right here when we attack, when it's false right here, right? We're gonna check another thing. He's dodging. So if it's false, okay, go and start attacking. So we're gonna add another check to the dodge as well. So if is attacking is true, or if it's false, then we are going to check is dodging and stuff. So now there shouldn't be any bugs, hopefully related. Yep. So now if you attack, you cannot dodge. You have to stop your attack and then you can only dodge. Either it's going to bug out and it's not gonna look good. So if you're attacking, you're you are kind of attacking. So that's basically it. Next up, we are gonna start going into AI.